Hey kids, welcome to our little Grizzo TV.
Leo's super fuel. Leo loved treats. For breakfast, he wanted cookies. For lunch, he munched on crisps. For dinner, he dreamed of a giant chocolate cake. Veggies are yucky, he'd say, and push his plate away. One sunny afternoon, his friends called him to the park. "Let's play tag," they shouted. Leo wanted to go, but his legs felt heavy and his tummy felt funny. All he wanted to do was nap. He dragged himself to the park but couldn't keep up. While his friends raced and giggled, Leo sat on a bench. That's when he saw a little squirrel with a big, bushy tail zipping up and down a tree. The squirrel stopped and twitched its nose. "Why so gloomy?" he chattered. "I'm just so tired," Leo sighed. The squirrel, whose name was Squeaky, held up a shiny red apple he was nibbling. "Tired? I'm never tired," Squeaky chirped. "My secret is fuel, not the sugary kind you eat. I eat crunchy nuts, sweet berries, and yummy apples. They make my tail swish and my feet fast." Squeaky pushed the crisp apple towards Leo. "Try it. It's nature's candy." Leo looked at the apple. It wasn't a cookie, but his tummy was rumbling. He took a small, careful bite. Crunch! A sweet, juicy flavor filled his mouth. It was delicious. It wasn't like a cookie. It was fresh and wonderful. Leo's eyes widened in surprise. He took another, bigger bite. As he finished the apple, a funny thing happened. The heavy feeling in his legs started to lift. A little wiggle started in his toes. He felt a tiny spark of energy, like a little light turning on inside him. "Wow, you were right, Squeaky," Leo grinned. "Thank you." With a wave to his new friend, Leo jumped off the bench and ran towards his friends. "Wait for me," he yelled, feeling faster than before. From that day on, Leo didn't forget his treats, but he made sure to eat his super fuel too. Apples, carrots, bananas, and berries became his friends. He learned that healthy food doesn't just fill your tummy, it fuels your fun. Poppy's Go-Go Power. Poppy loved sweets, lollipops for breakfast, biscuits for lunch, and fizzy pop in a cup. When her mummy offered her a bright red strawberry, Poppy would say, "No thank you," and shake her head. One sunny morning, Poppy went into the garden to play. Her favorite little slide was waiting, and her best bouncy ball was right there. But Poppy's legs felt like jelly and her arms felt all floppy. She just wanted to sit down. As she sat with a sigh in the tall green grass, a little creature zipped by her nose. BZZ. It was a busy, fuzzy bee with little black and yellow stripes. He zoomed from a big sunflower to a purple pansy. The bee stopped and hovered right in front of her. "Why the long face, little one?" he buzzed. "I have no go power today," Poppy mumbled. "I'm too tired to play." "No go power?" buzzed the bee. "I have lots of go-go power. My secret is flower fuel." He zipped over to a bright pink flower. "I drink the sweet juice from the flowers, and it makes my wings go zip, zip, zip." Just then, Poppy's mummy came into the garden holding a little blue bowl. "I brought you some garden candy," she said with a smile. The bowl was full of juicy raspberries and sweet blueberries. Buzzy the bee zoomed over and buzzed excitedly around the little blue bowl. Poppy looked at the bee, then at the berries. They did look a bit like shiny jewels. She picked up a little red raspberry. She popped it in her mouth. Pop! A sweet, tangy flavor burst on her tongue. It wasn't like a lollipop. It was fresh and so yummy. Poppy's eyes opened wide. She ate another and another. As she gobbled up the garden candy, a little wiggle started in her toes. The floppy feeling went away. Her no-go power was turning into go-go power. "Thank you, Buzzy," she giggled. With a happy wave to the bee, Poppy ran to her little slide. Whee! She slid down, then bounced her bouncy ball high in the air. Poppy learned that the best go-go power didn't come from a wrapper, but from the yummy, colorful food that grew right in her garden. Leo's super fuel. Leo loved to be a superhero. He had a bright red cape and a super secret hideout under the kitchen table. But today, his superpowers felt floppy. He tried to lift his big toy rocket, but it wouldn't budge. Oof, he grunted. Just then, his dad came in with a tall, cool glass. "Time for your super fuel, Leo," he said with a smile. But Leo shook his head. "I want juice, please," he said. "I don't like super fuel." Later, Leo was playing in the garden when he saw a big, friendly cow in the field next door. She was pushing a giant bale of hay with her head, and it moved so easily. "Wow," whispered Leo. "You're so strong." The cow looked up and gave a gentle moo. She trotted over to the fence. "Of course I'm strong," she said in a low, kind voice. "I drink my super fuel every single day." "Super fuel?" asked Leo. "My dad has that. But yours must be different." The cow chuckled. "Mine is the best. It's creamy and white, and it makes my bones super strong for pushing hay and running in the field." Leo thought about his heavy rocket. He wanted strong bones, too. He wanted running in the field power. He zipped back inside the house. "Dad," he called, "can I try the super fuel now, please?" His dad smiled and poured a fresh, cold glass of milk. Leo looked at the swirly white drink. He lifted the glass and took a small, careful sip. It was cool and yummy. Leo's eyes opened wide. He took a big gulp, then another, until the glass was all empty. He giggled when he saw his reflection. He had a funny white mustache. A new energy fizzed in his tummy. He felt strong. He marched to his toy rocket, took a deep breath, and lift off. He picked it right up and zoomed it around the room. "Hooray!" he shouted. "I have super fuel power." From that day on, Leo always drank his milk. It was the best super fuel for building strong bones, lifting heavy rockets, and being the best, most superhero on the block.